So we have Jack Keighley in the first position, followed by Davide Toccacelli and Tim Heinemann.
Okay, I'm joining now. So how much time until the race starts? How much time is here to join the grid?
The race starts at the moment, but you can join. And we are seeing here Dirk Knarz on the... No, 17? No. We have here Davide Toccacelli on the second position. In front of him we have Jack Keighley, and he is really close to him. And... yeah, oh, the mistake of Jack Keighley, and Davide Toccacelli take the first position. And we have a really close field here at the moment.
Yes, so here I am, but I don't see all the cars at the moment, although in my settings I have set 36 cars, but now I think it's there. Toccacelli leading the way from Keighley, and then our Hungarian friend Kimini in third position. And just in a big fight there, and he goes off. He goes off, I think. He's dropping the order here. Oh no, now he's back in third position, so what happened there? Looks like he's having some lags, that's why he is always disappearing from the screen there. Artus Kimini, but he is shown in third position right now. And then Windschatten is fourth. And where is Tim Heinemann gone? Heinemann is down in 21st position, so something has happened there to the man who dominated this championship so far. Tim Heinemann, a catastrophic start. What happened to him? There must have been a crash in the first two corners, because he is now down to 20th position. Then now the field has consolidated, and now the problem is, where can you overtake? Where are the overtaking spots on this track? I think there is only one true overtaking spot, and that's turn 15. Except that someone is making a mistake here, as we have seen by Bence Banki, who has almost lost it here with the lockup, but he is now back on track, having lost none of his positions and going in 7th right now, behind Julian Kunze. Oh, but what a disastrous start for Tim Heinemann here. And we've got still some issues going on with Kimini, who is always shown in 3rd, 4th or 5th. Do you have the same problems with him?
Yes, I see it. Maybe it's of his country that the connection isn't so the best at the moment.
Okay,
but
looks like
we are
he's
seeing here the
legs,
standings that he is switching all the time.
Okay, onto the straight we go. Toccacelli has broken away here. Keighley can't follow after his mistake. And then let's see, is someone preparing an attack into turn 15 here? Of course, everybody going for DRS here on the long straight. But I see no attack right now. Go back. Let's see, where do we have something here? Our Spaniard Camanio is going no, this is not Kunze.
Yes.
Who is this? It's shown Kunze for me. Okay, now we are
here we have Kunze,
but
yes.
the Spaniard has knocked someone off. I couldn't just see who it is because my screen was showing Kunze, but it wasn't Kunze's car. It was the car driven by Lukas Auer in the DTM actually. And he was spinning right there in the last corner, but I think there we had some connection issues as well. So to me it doesn't look as smooth as it was in Zandvoort, or how is it for you? I think in Zandvoort it looked a bit smoother for the cars.
Yes, but we are having here many people of different countries, so they have different connections, and maybe there's a little bit discrepancy between the cars and connections. So, but at the moment it's looking better.
Except our Hungarian friend who is dropping the order and coming back. So let's try to not look at that. So he's going in 3rd position. And now everyone on the straight again, but I don't see anyone close enough for an attack into turn 15. So even on this long straight, no real attack. Everybody is having DRS here because they are all in the window. So of course there is no big disadvantage for someone who is leading the pack, except Toccacelli. He might be the only one in the field who doesn't have DRS now. And this has led to Keighley again closing up to the back of him, now back to 6/10 of a second. I think Toccarcelli was hoping to break away out of the DRS window, but now Keithley is back, but he has, yeah, he has maybe dropped Kemeny, but he is still having his connection issues there. And someone's going off there, I think it was the Spaniard, but he has fought back, holding his position, but we see a big fight there in front of Fiducci. So that is, yeah, who is SCH? That was the guy from Germany.
Klaus Schulze and
okay, Schulze, yeah, we
Domingo.
have got several people here with SCH.
Yes.
And he's fighting with a Mercedes there, and that must be actually Carmagno there. So it was Carmagno who spun after he was attacked by the BMW we see in front there, and that was our friend from Belarus, Yemelianenko, who has now put a little bit of difference between himself and Schulze. And Keithley is only 3/10 of a second behind Toccarcelli now, so there must be a really fast scrap for first now. Toccarcelli has gone back to the back of the leading Italian. And with him is Kemeny, and he is bringing the whole field now again back to the audio, which is driven by Mike Rockenfeller in the DTM Championship. So now Keithley in second position here, right at the back of Toccarcelli, and he will have the advantage of DRS in the straight because Toccarcelli can't use it, and so we might see an overtake at the end of this lap if he can stay close to him. Going sliding there over the crest, oh my goodness, that was WRC style what we have seen here by Jack Keithley. No one able to really break away in this field. The same we have seen in the qualifying session. And now let's see, Keithley with the best chance of this race so far to take over the lead here. Now with DRS, and Toccarcelli doesn't. Ah, but it doesn't look like an attack here. Now we see the effect, but there is the braking zone, and he can't manage to get next to the car of Toccarcelli, so he is staying behind. And those two have dropped Kemeny in this lap a little bit, so he is now in danger of dropping out the DRS window. Windschatten still the leading German in front of Stange and Kunze. Looks to me like Keithley has got a slight advantage here in the tight corners in the first sector. But then as we go to the faster corners here, Toccarcelli is able to snatch a bit away, and that gives him the distance for the long straight, so he stays in front, although Keithley can attack with DRS. But now a slight mistake there by the Italian, who has missed the apex of turn 11. And so now there is a chance for Keithley, and he has also got the advantage that Kemeny is dropping down now. So he doesn't have to focus on the cars behind. He can completely focus on his attack, and he is now already on the DRS coming out of this turn. Coming out of turn 14 there, he was still within the corner and he has already used DRS. So can he make it stick this time? Going for the braking zone now, and again he has to back off and can't manage to drive next to Toccarcelli. So it looks like the braking area really has only got one ideal line, so it looks like there is too much sand, or much less grip on the left, so you can't dive down the inside there. So Keithley stays in second. Heinemann meanwhile seems to have given up this race, because I don't see him on the screen anymore. Oh no, I see him in 13th now, so he has made up some spots. But now has got to make up 2.5 seconds to get off the back of the guy in front of him. And that must be Dirk Knatz, I think. 12th position. So So we're now following the best BMW driver, Stanji, in 5th position, who's putting huge pressure on Willy Toe. And speaking of Toe, he will have an excellent one now going down the straight, but he doesn't have the advantage of DRS, because Windschatten can use it as well. But I don't think he is using, or is he? No, the wing is up. The big wing is up, and so we see the attack of Stanji, but he has to manage it round the outside now. Through turn 15. Can he make it? No, he slides wide, and now this is the chance for Julian Kunze to go by him. But it looks like Stanji has found enough grip there in the runoff area to get back into the field without being overtaken. So Kunze stays in 6th. Couldn't make use of that mistake by Stanji, who was attacking Windschatten round the outside there into turn 15. But he slid wide. But thanks to tarmac runoff areas, he could stay in 5th. So not so long time ago, that would have been the end of the race for you. So of course, people are discussing it a lot right now, whether these tarmac runoff areas are really the thing you should be going for. And again, a mistake by Stanji, but again, he does not have to fear any penalty. While at the front, Toccacelli has again managed to put some 10th of a second in between him and Keithley, and he has almost thrown him out of the DRS window. And now Kunze goes for it. Attacking Stanji, who has to defend already in the middle of the straight, but as we can see, he is using DRS as well, and so there is no advantage for Kunze to attack him now. But Stanji really is really having some problems now. Since he went wide there in turn 15, it looks like he has lost a little bit his rhythm, and Kunze is driving into him, and both drivers spinning off. Kunze managing to recover now. Where is Stanji? I think he has managed to go on. Or has he? Yeah, he is still going. So Stanji has survived this moment, being nudged off by Kunze, but he is still going in 5th position. So he must have made a really 360 there in the runoff area. Kunze has recovered quickly as well, but he has lost one spot to the Slovakian, to Banki. But Stanji is still going in 5th. And that was a major moment there caused by Julian Kunze. And thanks to the big gap they have had to Banki, it was only one spot that Kunze has dropped. So that was the really first big gap in the field. And now of course it has arisen in between Windschatten and Stanji. Meanwhile, Keithley has managed to get back onto the rear wing of Toccacelli, who is still leading this race. Kevin is still in 5th position, in 3rd position, and he has managed to throw Windschatten out of his DRS window. So he can now focus on the 2 guys in front of him and maybe go for victory himself. But right now he is in danger of dropping out the window as well. As Keithley is starting another attack here on Toccacelli, but now he is not as close as he has been before at this part of the racetrack. Can you recover some time now in the fast corners? Meanwhile, Heinemann has arrived in the points. Now in 10th position. And actually he is still behind his compatriot Schulze. So they have both made up some spots there. And Kunze is now trying to get back 6th place from Banki. And the Slovakian won't have DRS on the straight now, so this looks very good for Kunze to get back at least 6th position. Now using DRS, and I don't think there is anything that Banki can do. He can only go to the left. Now he has to go to the left. This is the only chance to somehow fight back in the braking zone here. Now let's see, does he come back on the inside? No. Kunze is back in 6th position. As we reach the halfway point of this race, Toccacelli is still under huge pressure from Keithley, but Gemini has dropped. He is now 2 seconds behind Keithley, and he has to look at Windschatten behind him, so he must have made a mistake, or are his tires going off? And there we see a spin, I don't know who it was. It was a BMW. One BMW driver has spun in turn 2.
Don't see actually who was that, but maybe Jan Stenger.
No, he's still going in 5th position, and he is driving the Antonio Felix da Costa car. It was the Tomczyk car that has gone around, but I think it was someone who was outside the points. As we see a battle here, this is Mangano going for Knatz. Mangano also not on my list here of the top 20 drivers, so he must be a new guy on the block here as well. And he might have a go now with DRS, but he's not using it actually, so he either has used up his DRS or he doesn't have the button to use it.
Yeah, and it's really difficult. It makes a problem to overtake without using the DRS.
Yeah, which is the general problem of DTM right now, to be honest. So hugely aerodynamically advanced cars, but of course we see the disadvantage. It's so hard to pass without the aid of DRS. So there are some gaps now in the field, so we're not going like a snake here anymore, as we have the first about 10 minutes. So now we see some distance in between Keithley and Kemeny, and also in between Windschatten and Stange. Of course, that has appeared after the crash between the two Germans there. Kunz is still 5 seconds behind Stange. I don't think that he can attack. I don't think he will catch up in this race anymore, as we have only got 12.5 minutes to go. And Keithley is still not managing to throw any attack at Toccacelli, although he has got the aid of DRS. So Toccacelli doing a really good job there, staying out front.
Yes, he is being under pressure, but he holds his pace.
Oh, and Windschatten goes into 3rd. Windschatten is now in 3rd. What has happened to Kemeny? He's going slowly there. He's going slowly. Oh my goodness, what has happened here? I think he has been recovering from a spin, hasn't he? Because now he is going... He's now going at his normal speed, but he has lost out to both Windschatten and Stange.
Maybe he overbrakes the car.
You mean he locked up the rears into turn 1?
Yeah, and got a little spin, and he has luck that he only losing 2 positions, but Julian Kunze behind him is 5 seconds okay, so there's a little bit distance to Julian.
He might be able to get back 4th place now from Stange if he gets close enough, but I don't think this is enough. You will have DRS, but it is of no use when you are so far back. You can catch up a little bit, but you won't be able to throw any attack at him.
Yeah, but you see that he has a little damage on the hood.
Yeah, and I think his windscreen is messed up too, so he must have had a collision there with Windschatten. But we don't have any replay function here. Or do we?
No, we don't have.
Okay, we don't have any replay here, so we can only speculate what happened to Kemeny there. He is now down to 5th position, and this is Gianmarco Fiducci, and I think that was the guy who spun some minutes ago.
Yeah.
Because he's driving the Martin Tomczyk car. And he is attacking Björn Zielke right now.
Christian Zielke.
Oh, it's Christian Zielke, okay. And behind them is Camagno, who has dropped way down the order, down to 16th. So he must have had a big moment as well. And here, surprisingly, goes Fiducci. So he tried to surprise Zielke there, but he had to abort the attack. But that was a nice surprising move. Good to see it. Good to see drivers trying without any DRS. Just going racing here as Fiducci does now through turn 11. And now into turn 12 he launches the attack and goes for it. Oh, forcing him off track there. Zielke comes back, but the next is a right-hander. Next corner. Can he stay around the outside? He can. Oh. Did not expect that. But now Fiducci will have DRS because he was behind on the line. And so now we see the advantage, but I don't think it will be enough because he must have go around the outside, and he's going for the crisscross now.
But has
trying
a better
to get
traction.
underneath the car, and it works. Fiducci goes into 13th now. No, he goes into 14th. Oh, but still they are battling at it. Wonderful racing between those two. And with respect, oh, and I'm just saying it, there is a collision between those two. But okay, nothing has happened, and the scrap can continue. Now big slide there by Zielke, and I think now Fiducci can go the ideal line again. It doesn't have to defend anymore, so now he can put some distance in between him and Zielke. But only 8 minutes to go. Points are too far away for him. So Kemeny is back into 4th position, has repassed Stanji. Who's right behind him now. The best BMW driver. And this is Heinemann going on the grass here. Going on the grass in the braking zone, and normally you spin a car when you do that. But he has managed to go around the outside there. This is amazing. What the guy is fighting with is still inside of him. I think this is Giglioli. Oh no, Giglioli.
Giglioli.
Giglioli is
something like that.
And he is staying in front now. So he could repel this attack from Heinemann, but yeah, 7 minutes will be a very long time when you've got someone like Heinemann behind you. What a drive through the field here from the championship leader, who's trying to go down the inside there, but he didn't have enough momentum. Now throwing it down the inside and spins again! Heinemann is spinning here, attacking the Italian and dropping back down to 10th. Oh, what a drama here for Tim Heinemann. That's really sad. That was such a great drive through the field, and now it was almost for nothing. He's now back down in 10th. I still think he can manage 9th, but anything beyond that will not be possible for himself. So he needs a little help there from someone spinning. And Kunze might have spun because he's now down in 7th. Kunze being passed by Bunky. He had managed to overtake him, and now Bunky is back in 6th. Oh, and he is really dropping behind now. So what's going on here with Kunze? Tire wear?
Tire wear or the mental, I think. The mentality going down, maybe. Also tire wear, but we are seeing that here the rear is sliding a little bit.
Yeah, he was power sliding there. And Heinemann is back to 19th now. No, he isn't. Now he's back in 10th, so whatever's going on there. It looks like we have got some connection issues here for Bunky as well, because he has completely disappeared from the screen now. But he is still shown in our list. Do you see Bunky's car?
Bunky is 8 seconds behind Jan Stenger. So, yeah, okay, he has some issues.
Oh, he's got some really big issues, and I think that's why his car is now disappearing here. When you have such big legs, it looks like the car is removed.
But we are seeing here
going in 6th.
Giorgio Mangano behind Dirk Knatz.
Still the same two, going for 11th spot. Oh, but now he is backing off. What's going on with Mangano here?
Maybe he has damage. Oh.
There is something going wrong. Now he is Now he's going again.
Yeah.
So maybe something in real life. So yeah, we've heard some pretty crazy stories, like a cat plugging off the your force feedback wheel and things like that. Everything happened already, and maybe there was some issue in real life for Mangano, but he's now going again. But now he has lost any hope of scoring any points here.
Yeah, in real driving you can get the cleaning fluid inside your face. I saw a video, and in the real simulated racing driving you can have a cat on your force feedback wheel. So problems are everywhere.
Yeah, of course, favorite story when the fire extinguisher goes off in the cockpit.
Yes.
Always fantastic.
Or something like that.
Okay, Kunze is now battling Bunky, but it's only a virtual battle, because Bunky's car is no longer shown. That means Kunze can pass him without really recognizing he's passing him. And back to the front, still the same story, Keithley following Tocacelli all the way through, but he doesn't really come into a position from where he can mount an attack. Do you see any perspective for him in the last 3 minutes?
No, not really. Yes, already the same distance to Tocacelli. And maybe he says for himself, okay, second position is also a good place. But you know what, as a driver, you want the first position when you can't catch him. But you have to look that you don't make a really big mistake, because when you make a mistake, you can lose all your points. So you are in a kind of dilemma to say, okay, I try it now, or I leave it and save the points for the moment.
And he wasn't using DRS this time, down the straight. As Silke seems to have dropped very far back into 17th now. And Heinemann now going once again for... No, it's not Schulze, it's Schönfelder. The guy with SCH. So Heinemann now round the outside, and he rounds him off. Beautifully executed by Heinemann. But I think that's the end of the journey for him in 9th spot. A really disappointing race for Heinemann. But of course he can drop this result later in the championship. And Keithley, it looks like, is now going for the final attack. Now he is trying to go down the inside there. No, he wasn't close enough. But I think now he is... he's doing the famous Valentino Rossi attack at the end of the race. Can he do it now? Again, no use of DRS for Keithley. So it looks like he has forgotten to program his button. So he does only have the normal toe of Tocacelli right now, and this is not enough. So I really think he has forgotten how to use the DRS. He hasn't programmed any key for it.
Maybe.
Or what do you think?
Maybe this is the reason, or he is so under stressed at the moment that he forgot it. But
He simply forgot he has DRS. Yeah, of course, can happen. You've got no one telling you you've got DRS here.
but without
Also
the DRS, it makes Tocacelli more possible to hold the position, hold the distance. But sometimes Keithley coming closer.
But let's see again turn 12. So we're now through 9. Here is 10. And now he will already prepare it. Here in 11. Now go to the gas and then down the inside. Will he try it? No! Tocacelli has seen it. And this is the final lap here. And big slide by Tocacelli. Is this the chance for Keithley? Now going down the inside here for 13. Side by side they go through turn 13 and now 14. Of course, Tocacelli back in the lead. Now surprise DRS. No DRS again. So now he's closer than ever. And of course, Tocacelli will defend on the inside. But this is it for the race here. Keithley round the outside. Can he get underneath him now? At the exit of the corner, trying to go there. He nudges him off. Oh! Nearly causing a collision here, but Tocacelli wins it. And what a race here by Davide Tocacelli to take victory in the 5th round of the virtual DTM. Oh, what a final there between those two. What a great racing that was. And a brilliant defense by Tocacelli throughout the race. Windschatten comes home 3rd, Kemeny in 4th, holds off Stangier, and Banki just manages to hold off Kunze. Giuliano comes home 8th. Heinemann will be 9th, only 2 points for him this time. And how was the German name there in 10th position? Sure something it was.
Markus Schönfelder.
Yeah, Schönfelder gets the last point in 10th position. Oh, what a brilliant finale here. What a brilliant final stages of the race.
Really close. And I think that Jack Keithley thinks that he has really lacked that Tocacelli don't overspins more.
There was someone having drunk a bit too much in the final lap. But here we are. These are the results. Fastest lap goes to Tim Heinemann by 0.008 of a second. But Tocacelli takes victory here. The 5th round of the virtual DTM championship ahead of Keithley. Windschatten in 3rd. Then Kemeny in 4th. Stangi only a few tenths of a second behind. Then Banki and Kunze, very close finishing between those two. Even closer, no, not closer than Tocacelli and Keithley, but nearly as close as them. Then Heinemann and Schönfelder. Knatz gets 11th spot, Mangano 12th, then Schulze in 13th. There is the other guy with SCH. And Carmagno comes home in 14th position. And I think that's it for the moment. Do we have interviews or...
No, we don't have interviews, but maybe for the next time we can organize that. We maybe can interview the polemans.
Okay, then I think we are now done with our broadcast today.
Yes, thank you for your commentating.
Yeah, and thank you, of course, to everyone who has listened to us. I hope it was a pleasant journey through the race here. It was good fun. Of course, we are still practicing our English skills here, but I think with the time it will come. And it was a great pleasure for me. And of course, we hope that we can broadcast the next races as well. So that's it from round 5 of the virtual DTM championship. Sascha Brandenburg and Heiko Stritzke say thank you for watching us and see you next time.
Have a good evening. Bye bye.